Hey BSVers, it's Andre here with another live stream. I've been playing around with a program that I'm trying to build from scratch, and it's been pretty full on the last few days, just trying to get this thing ready, get this thing going. I just wanted to pretty much show you the progress on what I'm doing and how I'm going with it, and just wanted to share with you what process I'm using to try and get this thing up and going. I don't know if it's going to be of value, but I have an idea. I think it might be. I haven't really thought about what name I should give it or anything like that. So there's nothing really, nothing in terms of name. But I just named it METATUBE. So I put out on the Twitch first, or whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. What would be a good name for this software? So I'm just kicking back, and I thought I'd just get you guys to come and have a look. And I don't know, if you want, you can say something in the troll box, or if this is not live anymore, obviously say something in the comments. But I'm just going to run through a few things that I've been working on with METATUBE, and I just wanted to see if I was on the right track. Now, some of the videos that I have got on there at the moment are videos that have already been uploaded to the METATUBE, the METANET, and they are not owned by me, but I will, in some stage, get in contact with these people, so they can, if anyone does view their video and wants to send them a tip, they can do so. So without further ado, let me just flick it over to the page on, and hopefully you can see that now. So that is it there. Let's see if there are any comments there. Excuse me. So I was watching Captain Bitcoin, and there was a guy on there, I think his name was Sam, and he said that he wanted to upload his video, his music, but he wanted to try to keep his music from being downloaded without authorization. Now I'm working through that. Excuse me. I'm working through that at the moment, and just trying to figure out a way on how I can make these videos work without someone actually able to download the video. So what I've done, excuse me, I'm just in my room at the moment. Hold on. See myself a little bit better. Excuse me. Okay, hope you can still hear me. Let me just go over and look at make sure there's some output here. Yep, I think we're going good. Okay, cool. So here's a little bit of an example of METATUBE, and what I'm just running through the processes of how it's going to work, and how I'm going to upload things to the METATUBE, and yeah, just I think the biggest thing about content providers or content creators is that they have nowhere to really send their work. Everyone uploads their work to the METANET, but then what? Like, unless you're a coder or something, you don't have the ability to you don't have the ability to make a website like this. Like, your craft is all about making the music, but then you have this problem where can I host my music? And I think Audio B is one of the places that you can host your music, but it's not on chain. And so I wanted to provide a service or a page where people that have uploaded some videos to the METANET. And as you can see, you got here Daniel Krawitz. Daniel Krawitz. He did an interview with Tony Vase, but where can he host it? Where can he put this? So so like when everyone is either searching on the METANET for videos or searching for some content, it's there for them, right? So so my ultimate idea was that people will go and submit a video. It'll be uploaded to the METATUBE, and people can go and watch it. Now, there's going to be some really cool things that I want to try and bring into the picture here. And the first one is giving the content creator the ability to earn some money, right? And what I've done is I've made a money button here that will, once swiped, 10% of the fee will go to METATUBE, and the other 90% will go to the creator of the video. That's one aspect that I'm working on. I'm trying to make available. I think it'll be a cool aspect. So just excuse that some of the I've just taken some of the videos in MP3. So you got MP3s here, you've got MP4s, and I think the other file format is WebM. And these are all already been uploaded to the METANET, and I just I found these videos that I wanted to use as an example. So what will actually happen is that you'll come to the front page here, and you'll see the most recently uploaded videos. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 files there. I'll probably go to like 10 or something like that, or I think I can fit 4 across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can fit 4 across, so which is a bit of a bonus. And so I'll probably want to go about 4 across, 3 down, something like that. And then I'll have a section where you can go to music and audio and just videos alone, because some people are searching for music, some people are searching for video. So I'm trying to figure out a way on how I'm going to separate those things. Also, another thing that I'm kind of struggling with is this is going up onto the METANET. Once you create this page, I can't amend it, and unless I do updates on the page, which is going to create a lot of files. So when something does get uploaded to the METANET, this whole page has to change again. And I'm not a full-on developer, so I don't know how I can do that without making this whole page change again. But these are some of the processes I'm using so far. So here's one of the problems I ran into, and like I said before, I was watching Captain Bitcoin, and he had a guest on there that said that he wants to upload videos to the METANET or MP3 players to the METANET, but his problem was that people would be able to download that or that MP3 or video. And it's the same thing. Let's say if someone wanted to upload a movie of their own or whatever to the METANET, and all it takes for someone, if they have some HTML knowledge, is to go into the source code, which is what I'm looking at here, and try and find. Now I'm going to show you an example. Let me just bring this up a little bit bigger so you can see. Okay, so if you look closely here, I've got some script, which is the script that enables this video to play. So if we go to the first one is Tip the Creator, which is created by Daniel Krawitz. Now, to give Daniel, so no one could download his content, I took away some of. I haven't taken it away yet because I've got to adjust the code. But one thing I wanted to take away was the ability for someone to download that video without authorization. You see, so if I go onto this page here and I press the play button,
I'm at Bitcoin 2019 with Tom
you can
Bays.
see
Hello,
there,
nice to see you today. Daniel, good seeing you again as well.
the ability.
Why do you
sorry,
think?
I'm just going to stop that. So the ability, all they can do is play and stop the video. I wanted to take away the ability to download the video, okay, which is really great. And that's the first thing I tried to work on is, and the same with these MP3 players. So like if I play this one here, and this one was created by BitMecha, I wanted to take away the ability to download this video. Okay, here we go. And so with, I think Daniel's one, I haven't actually done it. So if I right click his video, you can see here that you still have the ability to download the video. I didn't want that to happen, so I've really tried to take those features away. But I think I have done that with this video by Derek Moore, which was the live Bitcoin challenge that had Peter Schiff on it. And if you right click here, yeah, see the same thing. I'm trying to get this to be removed so that people can't download the video. But I don't know, it's it's one of those things, right? Same with MP3. I don't know if ESC download video as, but I don't think this will download. Look, I'm just going to try this. I'm doing this all live, so I've been just working on this ever so slowly. And let's just see if I can download this video. Okay, it is. Okay, no, it's yeah, it is letting me download the video. So it's something I've got to work on in the coming days to try and take that feature away. And I think I know how to do that, but I'll just got to work on it slowly, I suppose. Here's another one that was uploaded by Derek Moore. Another video here. And again, if you want to download it, it comes up. You can, the option does come up to download. But what it did have was it had, if you can see my cursor here where it says 10:07, it had a button that said download. I've taken that control off. So, but obviously if you right click it, it still comes up. So all of these are actually currently working. The next feature I worked on was getting the creator paid. And as I said before, 10% of that tip would go to METATUBE. And if we look at some of the code here, here we go here. I've made it so the tip is split into two, and the first one would be that says 8 cents there, and the second one was 2 cents. So 8 cents will go to Daniel Kwaba if that was his address, and 2 cents would go to METATUBE for hosting this page up there. So these are some of just the basic features that I'm trying to use to get people interacting with this page. I'm just seeing if there's any comments or anything, but there's nothing there, so that's all good. I'll keep going. So that was the second thing I worked on. How can I get these people paid for some of the stuff that they're uploading? And then the third thing was I wanted to build out a page where if they clicked on this page, like this video, it will go to something like, let me bring up an example. Hopefully this will go to the page. Let's go to KwabaTv. and I've got to clean this up so it looks a wee bit better, and it's more suited to that page, which was the METATUBE page. It'll have the same look, same feel, and everything. But the difference is that now people can start to comment on that video, and also that creator of that video would have links to all their other videos in this format. So as you can see here, some people have already commented on this this video alone. So I wanted it to be a part of the METATUBE. So this is where my whole idea is coming in, and have it looking the same, and also when 2 cents to comment. I was going to try and build in a feature where to play this video, it would cost you to play it, which would be an awesome feature for content providers, which I think would be a great idea. But I'm hitting some roadblocks on that one when it comes to coding it. So if you've got any ideas on how I can turn this button into a payment button instead of a I've got an idea on how I can do that, but it's going to take me obviously some time to get that done. So as soon as someone clicks on, there'll be a link here somewhere or in the video. As soon as someone clicks on that link, it'll shoot over to their personal page, which will be something similar to this, and they can. The problem is that all this changes as because the METANET, I can't. The METANET is something that's immutable and it can't be changed. Once the code's up on the METANET, I can't really change it, so it's automatically done. So all this has to be manually done, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare. But it might get some people employed, helping out, trying to get this thing running. I don't know. Am I going on the right track? I'm just playing around with stuff to see if I can really figure out something that could be of usage in the BSV community. The biggest thing that I really am trying to achieve here, I'm just going to close this one down because it seems to be trying to ramp up my let me just make sure that you saw what I just showed you there. Yep, you did. That's cool. Okay. So, excuse me. The biggest thing behind my idea of doing this is keeping the transactions up, and making sure that the blocks are getting filled, and if I can provide a way where content providers can upload their stuff to a site where it's immutable and it's on chain, it'll be perfect, and anytime someone does upload something to the METANET, they know it's not going to get taken down. It's going to be up there for good. The problem is that there's going to be a lot of files that are going to be uploaded to the METANET to make this actual thing happen. If you've got any other ways that could make it happen, it'd be great. But this is just my idea on how I think I would run it. But who knows, really? So that's the tipping feature there. You can tip with money button. So even if I just do it now, these addresses. So if you look at my addresses here, if you can see those money button addresses, are just going to go to that address and that address there. Both are my addresses, and that's another way of verifying the ownership of that video. Is none of this will be encrypted. The only thing that I have encrypted is the video itself. So I'm just trying to find create a feature where no one can actually download the video, but if if the content provider wants that to be downloaded, then obviously the option's there. But I don't think it'll be wise if it's an MP3 player, unless they pay for it. They'll have the ability to download it, and obviously those will be features that I'll try and implement as well. So on the home page, if you follow me. So basically, yeah. So all it is just a swipe of the button, and you'll see in a few seconds. Thank you. So that video that now that creator's been tipped, and if we just go over to my money button, let's go to money button. Money button. And as you can see there, that was my last transaction, and one was for 8 cents and one was for 2 cents. And as you can see there, MMN is the address. So if we go closer here, we got MMN there. I hope you can see that. And then my other one was SVJ, which is this one here. I think the biggest problem that we have with BSV is there's a lot of people that have a lot of ideas, but just trying to build their ideas is probably the big problem they've got so far. Like, trust me, I'm not a developer. I'm just a guy that I have a bit of knowledge, but not as much as I would think to have. It just won't be a second. Hold on one moment. Yep. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Just had my daughter come in. So where was I? Yeah, so it's a great way to go and check that everything's legit and where the money's going. That none of that will be encrypted, and it's up to the it won't be up to the creator to encrypt that information, because we want to make sure that we're not doing anything illegal here. You know, making sure that the copyrights are being adhered to, and so far like that. So yeah, let's. That's the way I'm going to be doing that. Another thing I wanted to, I think I just showed you before, was the encryption of the video itself. So before you would see the Bico Media. If I go down, if I scroll down a bit more, you can see the Bico Media, Bico Media, or however you want to say it. You can see how that one there is now visible, and if I click on that, it will go to. Oh, let me just minimize the screen. Sorry. If I click on this link here, it will go to the where that video has been stored. Oh, sorry, where the MP3 has been stored. You can see I put it. That one is the MP3. Which one is that one actually? That one there is Butmecha. So Butmecha. If I click on that link, you'll see that error has occurred. Okay, so if I copy that link, I'm just going to try and copy this link here. And if I open up a new page, and I paste that into the, you can see that the file downloads, and this is the file here, you know, and people can come here and download it, you know. But I want to try and stop that. I don't want that to happen because I want people to get paid for their hard work. So that will change from that setup, that HTML setup there. I'll just make sure that you guys are viewing what I'm viewing. Yep, sweet. That will change from that setup there to something that looks like this here, document.write unscape, and it's got a string of letters and numbers which encrypts that video. So it'll encrypt that video MP3 player, which so when someone does go into the source code, they'll unless you're probably a pretty full-on developer, you wouldn't even know how to go to that file on where it's being stored, which will hopefully in turn also stop you or stop the person that's coming to the site to download the files. Yeah, so just a little snippet on what I'm doing and how I'm playing around with the METANET and what I can do to help the transactions along and help the usability of the METANET, because I think it's such an awesome thing that obviously in the future it'll mean a lot, right, to some of these content creators that are making these videos. So yeah, basically that's all I'm doing at the moment is just playing around with this, and there's a couple other things that I'm working on as well, which I won't talk about yet, but I will talk about in the future. So how am I encrypting the files? Like, that's probably a good one. So I'm taking this this line of code, which is this code here. Let's separate that so you know what I'm talking about. I'm taking this line of code, which is that there, the video, and I'm taking it over to a JavaScript encryption tool and encrypting it. Now that tool, if you guys want to go and try and, is this one here. WebTool Hub is webtoolhub.com, and basically, as you can see here, I have pasted that HTML code to encrypt, and then I've encrypted it, and it gives you a string of letters, numbers, and whatever you want to call them. And basically all I did was I copied that and pasted it into and that's that one there, I think it is. Let me just double check. Yeah, %3C percentage. So %3C percentage, yeah, it's that one there, so you can see there. So, and then I pasted that in there. I took out a couple of things so it wasn't obvious on where I encrypted the program, or encrypted the line of code, and I just took out these things here and this one here and pasted the rest in, and basically it works. Everything it's all JavaScript, but the only problem is that your browser must be JavaScript. I've tested it on this is Safari I'm working on now, because I like to use the coding aspect of it, and I've tested it on Chrome, and yeah, Chrome comes up really good. So and basically you can't see the lines of code like you see here. See the video with controls, no list, no download, source. You can't see the source, and I think that's important because people could go there and download the source, right? So all you're seeing is this string of numbers and percentages and all the stuff along here. You know, it's a big line of things. Document.write, unscape, uniscape, whatever you call it. But excuse me. Now that's what I've done to encrypt this file. And if you look at the file here, this is it. Basically, that's the Peter Schiff one. Make sure. Yeah, that's the Peter Schiff one. And if I play that video.
All right, somebody said that they can store a video on the Bitcoin blockchain. Well, do you have to own a Bitcoin to do that? And why can't I just store a video on YouTube? I mean, I don't understand. How am I storing a video on the blockchain?
So that's the video there, and that's been the source code has been encrypted, but I'm still got this problem where if you do right click, you can still download that video. So I'm still working on that, trying to get that so it's encrypted the whole thing and it can't be downloaded. So the design aspect was obviously the design aspect was taken from Twitch. You know, if you look at my Twitch here, you can see it's just a basic, nice look. Also, you know, looks really good, and it's clean and it's simple, right? Also, I've made it mobile friendly, so if the screen did shorten down, so let's say I shorten it down, it does go into a single layer screen, so making it easy to scroll up and down. Yeah, there's still a few things. It looks a little bit, you know, I try to go for that Twitch look, so I don't know, it just looks nice and clean, right? And then the submit button up here is where you would obviously submit your video to be hosted on the METATUBE website, because every time someone uploads a video to the METATUBE, this whole page changes again. Yeah, so I hope you followed along with that pretty good. I just showed you a couple of things of that, how I'm trying to encrypt things. If you find something wrong with what I'm doing, please let me know. But these are some of the. This is one of the aspects that I'm working on to try and make the transactions in BSV start to pick up. I don't know we've been near what Twitch is doing at the moment, what Weather SV is doing, but obviously it will contribute to. Hopefully, will contribute to the community or the society or whatever you want to call it. So that's my short video on what I'm doing. Now, I don't know if you guys want to stick around, but I don't know if I do actually want to keep this thing going, but I'm just going to keep beavering away here and get this thing done and get a working model up, so you guys can have a bit of a you know, if you want to upload your video to it. I'm also thinking of when you submit a video, yeah, there's also costs that not costs, it's just my time, right? And when you submit a video, what will be the price on submitting a video to the METATUBE? I see that you know, when you go to Twitch, you've got charges, like you know, when you want to send your Twitches to Twitter, costs you $1. If you want to have a dark theme, costs you $1. So I was thinking the cost of uploading a video to the METATUBE will be something like $1. I don't know. And also on the other end, on the other scale, if content creators want to charge people for watching their video, and I'm trying to get that feature in built in, it costs $1 or whatever it costs, right? So these are all the things that I'm trying to build into this thing onto the METANET. So, or whatever price that the content creator wants to charge, I can build that in, right? So there'll be a charge of uploading the video to the METATUBE. There'll be a charge probably of there'll be a charge of the video if the content creator wants the watcher to pay, similar to Streamanity. I think Streamanity you're charged on blocks, minute blocks or whatever it is, but this one will be one simple charge, which is swipe to watch. And once you swipe this button, it'll automatically play this. So, you know, taking all these tools away, once you swipe the money button, it'll play that video, and that's it. So, and obviously that will be micro payments. It wouldn't be, I don't know, whatever the content creator wants it to be. Really, it's possible. So that's basically all I've got time for tonight, guys. Really, guys and girls. I hope that everyone's out there playing their part in building a better internet and a better METANET. And if you like this video, just, you know, say something in the comment box or in the troll box or whatever. I'm just working on this slowly and trying to bring some value to it, right? So I'm going to call it there. Thanks for tuning in if you've tuned into this live. But 38 minutes has now gone past. That was really quick. Don't forget, I'll try and do as much as I can in terms of some of the coding aspects or some of the building aspects that I'm using to build a page like this, and hopefully, you know, you also can do something for yourself, like how do I put this button in here, for example. Actually, I can talk about that right now. I'll show you what I've done to put that button in there. So this is the money button, which is swipeable, right? And if we go to the first video here, you can see that this is the line of code that I've used. So it's just div class money button data outputs, and then I've gone through and put 2 addresses in there and two different amounts, and then it's just I think that's a divide. I'm not too sure. Div, and how that all comes together is that you got to have the money button. What is it? Script, I think it is. Where is it? Yeah, the money button script. So the simple line, that line of code there is the money button script, and that will put that money button swipe button there. So let's say you didn't want to go to this length of like putting all these videos on and trying to you know, and you just wanted a basic website that had your content and your content on there, and you wanted to be able to accept payments. Well, it's simple as putting that simple line of code in there, and that's it there. That's the code that you put in there, and you make sure that you've got this the script in the body, and then that line of code will work. And you can pay yourself, you can pay other people. Pretty simple, really. So that's really all I've got time for tonight. I've said that before, but this time it's for real. And I hope you guys in BSV are doing all you can to make it a better place. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next upload I do, or next live session I do. And if there's anything that you want to ask me, or anything that you want to see in particular, just drop something in the comments. All right. Thanks and see ya.